I will introduce Dr. Aisha. Dr. Aisha has been in Ireland from College of Physicians and Surgeons, Ireland, Cpsp Pakistan pathway. She's doing FCPS gynecology and obstetrics. She got a scholarship from Cpsp and Ireland's HSC Health Services Executive Ireland team. That is a mutual contract between Pakistan and Ireland, both countries. And she's here doing that because she herself is following this path. So she's the best person to speak about this. I really invite her now to please speak on this. So please, all those who are doing FCPS, this is the presentation for you to listen and focus. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asif. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I welcome you all on behalf of Ireland chapter. And I would say, like, my name is Dr. Aisha. I'm working as an SHO in Galway University Hospital on Cpsp pathway. And Dr. S.N. Zishan has very well explained the general pathway for IMC registration and all the requirements that would be the same for the Cpsp pathway also. I will try to explain a bit further about this pathway because it is very different pathway from all others. And it's like a scholarship program. And if there are any queries, I can answer you all at the end. And Dr. Asif, can you share the screen of my presentation? Yeah, here we go. Okay, next please. So next please. So as we know, this is the mutual agreement in between the CPSP Pakistan and Health Service Executive Ireland and the Forum of Postgraduate Training Bodies in Ireland to offer a postgraduate scholarship program to let our trainees to excel in the medical field and progress in their career. The next slide, please. Yeah. And next, please. So who can apply for scholarship program? The eligibility requirement is just you have the IMM certificate. Once you clear your IMM, you are eligible to apply for this scholarship program according to CPSP. And obviously for IMC registration, you have to get the IELTS, OAT, and the PMDC registration we all have already. Next slide, please. And for the IELTS and OAT, that's the same score. For OET, it's B in all components and overall B score. And for IELTS, it is 6.5 in each component and 7 overall. And these are the specialities available for CPSP pathway. The general medicine, general surgery, obs and gynae, and pediatrics, anesthesia, and sorry, the screen will just come. Orthopedics, general medicine, general surgery, obs and gynae, pediatrics, psychiatry, emergency medicine, orthopedics, and anesthesia. I would say that regarding the seats availability or the vacancies availability, it always depends on how much vacancies they have. Every year it gets changed. For the main specialities, I would say the general medicine, general surgery, obs and gynae, pediatrics, and they would have more vacancies for these specialities and maybe less for psychiatry and orthopedics. Next slide, please. So how to apply? You have to keep track on the CPSP portal or their website. So CPSP announces this for this program once a year. It's usually around September and October via their official site. And then you apply through that portal and everything is online. You have to apply. There are checklists there that what you have to provide. That's really nothing. It's just like the IMC registration that needs to be applied. And you send it via the email and CPSP do the correspondence with you through email. Next slide, please. So what is the selection criteria? There is no definitive answer to this question, really. So when you apply for the CPSP scholarship program, you also provide them your CV. In your CV, you write about your experience, like what you have done before in your 2 years training program there. If you have done any other jobs, obviously you are going to explain them also. And regarding the IMM, you explain everything according to your specialty. And if you have done your audit or research, maybe they are more easy to select those people who are more active in doing these research and this kind of extracurricular activities also. And then I have worked personally, like I have worked 1 year with the clinical lead, the person who do the interviews for the Cpsp pathway in ops and gynae. And he really said to me, like, there is no specific criteria, because in IMM we don't get any marks, like it's just the pass and fail criteria. So it's depend on the number of the vacancies they have, and I think it depends on your good CV. Otherwise, we all have same experience and we all have the IMM. And this is the a fast track process. Like the whole process would take almost 6 months. So you apply in September or October, you get selected or shortlisted. Next slide we can do. You get shortlisted around November or December, and then you get the interview call. It will be around January or February, and after that all the process starts. It I would say there is a coordinator from the Cpsp side, and once you get selected, there is a coordinator from the Ireland also. They are very good in explaining everything, and to get a fast track, few things. For the Epic, they can't follow the Epic account, the verification for that. Yeah, we can do the next slide. Okay. So from the Epic account, you just have to get your things from there. For the general registration pathway, the medical degree to be verified and the experience certificate to be verified. I know PMC takes a lot of time to get your experience verified, but on the CPSP pathway, I think once you got selected, the experience doesn't matter. Like I know engineers who have come on the CPSP pathway, they got their experience verified after they arrived in Ireland. No, the last slide would be fine, Dr. Asif. And for myself also, no, the previous slides, I'm not saying next, sorry. The previous slides would be fine. Yeah, previous, yeah. So sorry, I have not write down these things, I think. So the Epic account, I was talking about the medical degree. It's just the medical degree that really matters. If you don't get your experience verified in the meantime, you don't need to be worried about. And regarding your eligibility criteria, like some people were asking about, they have done the 3 months in general surgery, 3 months in medicine, would they be acceptable? So for some reason, I have done 2 months in general medicine, and I was worried about this. Like, would I be able to get select with the IMC registration after getting shortlisted for this post? But literally, I get my IMC registration, and there was no issue. I have 2 months in general medicine, 3 months in general surgery, and 3 months in oncology, and 3 months in pediatrics, and 3 months in obs and gynae. Somehow, my house job is also 14 months duration. Okay, so and then there was another question, like at what time of the training you have to apply? So it's after the IMM, you are in third year of your training after IMM, I suppose. But the person in the fourth year of the training, they can also apply. No, Dr. Asif, sorry, that slide would be fine. I will say next to you. So even you can apply in the fourth year. There are people who have come on this pathway even in the fourth year, or even when their training was ending on the 30th of June and they were flying to Ireland on 1st of July. So you can apply in your third year also. Like IMM usually takes around, I think around September in Pakistan. So you are eligible in that year also, and in next year also of your training. So you can apply twice in this scholarship program. And I would advise you that complete your elective rotations if you can do that before your IMM. I know there are some like hospitals, some supervisors, they don't allow you to complete the second rotation before the fourth year of your training, but try to get it if you want to choose this pathway, because I think it will be something very different if you have completed your training here and then you are going back to do the rotation to take your FCPS Part 2 exam. This is the requirement for FCPS Part 2 exam. And complete your dissertation. It's not need to be, but just complete the procedure and get it submitted. That will be a good relief for yourself. Yeah. Next slide, please. Last but not the least, the terms and conditions. So the terms and conditions are the same, like you accept the job and you start doing the job under their, the requirements. And but you have to return to Pakistan on completion of this 2-year scholarship program. And you cannot seek further employment in Ireland for a minimum of 12 months after completion of the program. Yeah, next slide, please. So the perks of availing this scholarship is, as Dr. Essen said, that it's like 3 lakh. You need to get your EPIC IMC registration and good standing. So this is a good news. Like on Cpsp scheme, you get everything reimbursed. You get your good standing certificate, IMC registration, including the ECFMG account opening fee and the verification fee for your medical degree. You get your visa fee reimbursed, 1 ticket to Ireland gets reimbursed, and accommodation they provide you on your arrival, 2 weeks accommodation here. So now it's COVID, so obviously that's 2 weeks need to be quarantined also, but it would provide you 2 weeks accommodation so that you can sort out you can find your next accommodation in your allocated hospital. And even they you get reimbursed the whatever you have sent by courier to the IMC or the ECFMG. So it's really very good. So keep your all the receipts with you. Okay, it will help you, and you will get every penny reimbursed, believe me, in 1 month of your job when you start in the Ireland. Next slide, please. Yeah, next slide, please. Sorry, I cannot see the presentation, Dr. Asif.
Sorry, I think something happened with my internet connection. It's been disconnected. Hello, can anybody hear me? Hello? Yeah, just wait a minute. I will have to go. I'm on through the mobile. Sorry for this interruption, everyone. Just hold this. I'm correcting. Sorry for this technical problems. Dr. Aisha, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. And Dr. Likau, so I am making you the host. You have Aisha's presentation. Please go ahead, and I'm making you the host until I sort out my own errors. Are you listening to me, Dr. Likau, when I'm asking you to unmute?
All right, Dr. Asif.
And I'm making you the host now until I might get my connection back. Okay. Thank you. I sent you Dr. Aisha's previous presentation, so you can please open that and share that from your screen.
No problem, Dr. Asif. Give me a
Okay.
minute.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'm going to share.
Yeah, somebody is asking about the. I will answer the questions meanwhile. So if you have registered with the IMC registration already, I would say that would be on the generalized division. For the CPSP pathway, it comes under supervised division. It doesn't mean you are not eligible for the scholarship program. You just need to change division with the Ireland, with the IMC after getting selected. So that will be like a short pathway for you. You can already always get your registration changed from so generalized to supervised division. But if somebody has completed the training with CPSP, I would say obviously they would not be eligible to apply for the program if you have done your 4 years. To apply for the programs, you need to be on the training scheme, but it doesn't matter like when you are starting your job, because you get shortlisted almost 6 months before coming here. So if even 6 months are remaining in your training in Pakistan, you can apply for this. It's not like you can apply in the second year. I know it's written in the CPSP documents that you can apply after your IMM in just your second year, but you can apply in third year or even in fourth year. Yeah. Yes, I will share my email at the end and you can ask me whatever questions you people have. I will try my best. And I would say this program is really very good for some person who has limited resources. I know we don't always have like you don't have the 3 or 4 lakh to spend, and then you have to like go for the accommodation and everything here. But this program, it really allows you to get your everything reimbursed. And regarding the post graduation exams, I was going to talk about the post graduation exams also. Like in Pakistan, every post graduation exam, if you take it in rupees, the MRCOG, if I will talk about MRCP or all these, the first part, second part, third part, they will take like 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs, and then we are worried about the part three also. Like you have to go to the UK and sort it out. So these are all very expensive kind of exams. So I myself have never thought about giving these exams. But when you come here, you can do these exams. You can do the Irish exams, you can do the UK exams, and the good news is that you get reimbursed for that also. There is uh, a fund allocation for the trainees to get excel in their knowledge and career. So you get reimbursed your exam fee also. So that's another like an opportunity for you to avail in this. And these are all I'm talking about. My next slides, that's fine. Sorry for the interruption. And then this pathway, it really opens the avenues for you. Like you don't need to be worried about if you have to go back after 2 years to Pakistan. And it's not must that you have to go to Pakistan, it's must that you have to leave the Ireland. So you can go to the UK, you can get your GMC registration meanwhile. And then there is a perk of this scholarship. Like you get your 2 years job here, then you don't need the IELTS or OAT to get registered with the GMC. You get exemption from IELTS and OAT uh, due to your 2 years experience in the Ireland. Yeah, next
Yeah.
slide, please. So this is what I have explained about the post-graduation exams. The next slide. And yeah, so the perks are not, I would say, it's not an exhaustive list. You get your tax refund at the end of your job. So after doing the 2 years, there is like tax refund in your every pay, and it becomes like almost, I would say, 8 or 10,000 euros. So it gets changed every time, like, but it's a huge amount to get at the end of your job also. So this is what you get: your exemption from IELTS and OAT to get registered with the GMC after working 2 years here. Okay. Right. So the avenues open for you, like you get the you can, after completing your jobs, you again have to go from the supervised division with the IMC to the generalized division to IMC, and you can apply for the jobs after 1 year. And obviously the job opportunities would be more for you because you have 2 years experience in the Ireland and you are used to the system. And you also get to know about your own like attitude or your aptitude, that you really want to stay outside the country, outside your own home, outside the Pakistan. You want to pursue your career in Ireland, UK, or you really want to stay in the Pakistan, you get those 2 years also. Or you can get GMC and go to the UK, or you can always go back to the Pakistan. and get your FCPS done, and you can continue there. Next slide. So this is the take home message. If you are thinking to apply for this and try to get your elective rotations, request your supervisor regarding that. Try to get your IMM clear in first attempt. For apply this, you have to get IMM certificate also. So as soon as you get your IMM cleared, apply for the IMM certificate at the Cpsp, because I know Cpsp would take almost 6 months or 1 year to give you IMM certificate also. They're slow in that thing. And try to get your dissertation done. At least if you have not done your synopsis, then please start it doing now. I know we take these things for granted that we can do it when we are going to appear in FCPS Part 2. And the IELTS OET, I would say try to do it around your IMM time. Like if you have done your written IMM, you can do the IELTS or OET in the next month after that. So it doesn't get expired in 2 years, and your training is only left 2 years after IMM. So that would be fine if you do it around the IMM time, I think. So I think that's all. Any questions?